the place that a year branch a ball and guno, it is unauthorized. And a oje ball and digu. We also want aside Juska. It's on your screens. Nigerian nabbed for alleged illegal waste collection, extortion in Accra. It's illegal waste collection as oje ball and boom. Now, wow, the baby are what trace can be a 5 cities, 2 cities, 10 cities, no, Jijini na Edia boom. And no, I must say the Ghana Police Service, or money AMA, or more Ensaka, a Nigeria near branch here. Ama na so aqua she Nigeria near branch here, you see that hero, 32 years old. Our Ghana has say as a Nigerian, on Wagasa creating a dumping site. Into a crowd of all aquano juiska. A mamma for the donor Casafa in Nigeria for. Omunyam Ghana ha omu AD ebimu shops near day and no crowd and can say that Cassam for whom be brave, but then a quack send the bromini timemu fono pray a juma who among for the donor Cassas and Nigeria must go no or amplify and said a baby on to me a giant maybe say a year on your screen say I may arrest man over alleged illegal waste dumping extortion of money from public at UTC. It's UTC and Nanyama way course. So the Accra Metropolitan Assembly AMA has arrested a 32-year-old Nigerian Yusuf Dahiru for allegedly engaging in unauthorized waste dumping and extorting money from members of the public at an illegal dumping point near UTC in Accra. And he said, "Baby, it is illegal. Any question or you didn't work in the first place. And some was a jiska and one said, "Ye, a man to say a channel." Say ono enenye bolaman UTC ho amasi and aso akwa head of public affairs at the Accra Metropolitan Assembly Gilbert Ni Ankra, who disclosed the incident, said the suspect was arrested at about 3 a.m. on Monday following a tip-off. Enti ahomachi ene juada ahomachi pe ena abrantie yensa eka no asisi the AM before omo eyi no edi na free baby owa ojiji bola sika esanso jiji bola edi egu ho no. He said the suspect was Mr. Ankra explained that the suspect was stationed at the site, receiving refuse from members of the public, as though he had been officially assigned to manage waste disposal there, although he had no authorization from the assembly to do so. And the assembly name man authorization bia nanka as a Nigerian there no authorization be na betimi enya say yema ho enya ho encreate site bia obejiji bola na wasanso agigiska obi de bola ba no age bola na de agu baby a wo no site ho no asa agiska enka bibia ni wa hwe say yebetimi ama wo sa chance no ama watimi aye sa business no e Ghana ha say. He said the suspect was allegedly collecting money from people under the pretext of offering waste disposal services and claimed to be working for a boss. Now, he claimed he was working for a boss. Now, a penny Nigerian. Now, people are thinking, is it a Nigerian cartel? Just big markets. Is that what they are doing? Is that what is going on in our markets? Ghana has said that we have a cartel of Nigerians. They are in charge of waste collection and waste management. Our markets. So, Mr. Ankra stated that suspects also mentioned an Asafuache and 2 other individuals whom he claimed to be working for, adding that the hero alleged that Asafuache usually came to the site to collect the money realized after waste had been dumped there. That's also one. Asafuache bi ese nkran ahemfo no anasa nkran panimfo ni bi ehye omo na ma branch ne kwan say onko di say adwuma no according to Mr. Ankra, who is in charge of public affairs AMA. Ochemu a branch ne say Asafuache bi wo honti after the day no ono na oye sales e de ma no enti ade sa Asafuache ba na oba be diska no na ode ko. He said those claims have been opened. Another line of investigation into the possible involvement of other persons in the unauthorized waste dumping. Mr. Ankra noted that the arrest was part of the Assembly's ongoing efforts to clamp down on illegal dumping, unauthorized waste handling, and extortion of all of which undermine sanitation management in the capital. In the capital of Accra here, they are making sure say waste dumping unauthorized amount for to ball gu basa ne ade no omo ebe making sure so ombe yini nyina e de free system nim na chromate kama because obi o wa ogigi sa na ma we a baby adu kogu no ehin nom di kogu eje bi mutimi ja wo baby sa keke na ama chrome aye tantantan na chrome UTC Accra Central ubewura mu na baby bon enye enti o ma say omo make sure so ombe yi sa na ma we nyina e de free ho. He stressed that only persons and companies duly authorized by the assembly were permitted to engage in waste collection and disposal, and warned that anyone found operating outside the law would be dealt with. Inti companies bi wo one more ye omo say omo enenye waste management e Accra Central. Inti obi bia yensa be so mu say wo te say Nigeria ni yensa so ni mu na so e be ye hye pa because yenhye wo say di say adwuma we na wa nkasa wo akobo office as say dey obuko amanfo di so omo ene share chire jom chemu a we say we make sure say people that are dealing with your waste and you obi keke or the wheelbarrow be si ono asesa na na gum no de ko ehin no de ko ye be wi ache na gugu amanfo shops anim na che say asanso create another waste abra we tua kasa nke enko tumu ma no. So you have to make sure say you deal with the authorized waste management companies omo and also do ball amomo na omo akwakoto egu enye Nigeria ni da hero a wa be piem Ghana ono and also odite ball e Accra Central. Mr. Accra said investigations were ongoing to verify the suspects' claims and to identify any other persons who might be linked to the alleged illegal operation for prosecution. Enti omo ebusu a omo ehwehwemu se edebe ya omo ensa betimi aka omo hihye kire because tire mbi kan tu dwan ebi anye UTC nko ebi obekọ baby ti se obekọ agboglosi obi wo ho sa ho kra de ball and menim bi obekọ akọjọ so oye waste management okọ baby ti se tudu eno so na ebi obi wo ho na ono so ejije ne de okọ baby ti se bi adome market obi so wo ho jije ball a omo pon na okoje no ajiska ehin na omo de ko we kra de ne de owo station and also owo site ewo Accra Central UTC ho in particular and we be said no ama akwakoye nsem bebra. As we speak now, Ghana Police Service omo ensa aso abranche enimu a sese de ye no eno edi no nyonyo se be ya sa ne mari nyina betimi free eye emonten so ene ye market ahodo na emu we nyina akosi se Nigeria for se de edi nka ka omo ensem no akoye bibia ho because bibia ni ho omo nya bi wo Ghana ha bibia bi omo eye bi wo Ghana ha sei baby abewura bia ope bibi ti say phone call one is eno kra de omo de bebo enti eno ho nsam na amasese de Nigeria for akoye nsem bebre. A lot of people are talking about the fact that they should intensify and that they should amplify Nigeria must go no na emu enye den say de be ya e betimi clamp down on the intrusion of Nigerians in Ghana omo edi juma enye juma e fa kwanu na emom omo ye omo niema sede omo epe eti every am phone sensem yi so na yentoa so. Before that no yede update yede emamu na ewo AM4 omo angasa on public affairs unit na omo edeba so on your screens say ebi afa no join here branch your down screens you see da hero ono Nigeria ni 32-year-old ono na say the Ghana Police Service omo nsa aso ni mu allegedly among folks to say there's a bigger cartel somewhere omo edi sa adwuma na omo gigi baller na omo adwus ka branch dey ekra dem say nke ya ne sa. Apart from the fact that say ono ne de no owo Accra Central market wangasa na ogi baller ne sa digu nti ogi ano asa de egu ho no ma site no e wo UTC ho a e go no de ne kra de nkan say nke ye kakra da no mo a omo kidnapping any fraud omo baga na ha they recruit Ghanaians omo after say omo recruiting Ghanaians no omo san so afre menga say human trafficking omo de omo nipa efri Nigeria no maba enti one dan recognize Nigerians bebre no mugum a omo edi juma e wo safi ho enti say de good news say update here bebe bia there is a Nigerian na wakoni boni a yensa aka at least it will serve as a deterrent to the other Nigerians they are illegally in Ghana and practicing illegal ejuma dodo na Ghana has enti e beto aso na yakọ the office of the Foreign Affairs Minister Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa enche bia na dey updates bre mo kire mo sese dey free visa and as a visa free to all African countries. Ghana has say African countries no obi obeso oba Ghana ha bia no visa no free enti obetimi aba na oba be rem na entremu a eba ye a lot of media houses they were conflicting terms mienu me can say phrases o mienu na say omo conflict entremu no nhyɛ na ma ye say what is the difference between free visa and a visa free? Foreign Affairs Minister says so ye kese e dantemo ono na adwuma mu no nti onum so ye no enti yen kasa bebre ye bekọ na akotie Foreign Affairs Minister. What is the difference between free visa and visa free? Yen ko ntie Foreign Affairs Minister ni emra sisi.
So let me make clear that free visa is different from visa free. The two don't mean the same. I've seen a lot of misconception out there. People say, oh, then we are going to be swamped and no, rethink this policy because they are confusing free visa with visa free. Free visa simply means if you're an African, you don't pay the cost for the visa. You don't pay. Whereas our friends from other parts of the world will be paying about $250 when we roll out the e-visa regime. You as an African will not be required to pay the $250. But it doesn't mean that you will not go through the visa application process. You will go through, you'll be vetted. Our consular officers will screen, will make sure that you meet the requirement, you don't have any criminal record, because remember the system is linked to criminal databases, multiple criminal databases. And if you have any criminal record, if we think that we are not convinced as to exactly what your agenda is, why you want to come to Ghana, we still reserve the right to stop you in as much as we are welcoming everybody and embracing all Africans. So please, let's get it clear. Free visa is not the same as visa free.
All right, it's the Foreign Affairs Minister they didn't remove by the difference between a free visa and a visa free. And to free visa, as you see, a visa no electronic no ochemwa omo a baby muha and as Africans omo ebenya no free. I mean untuashe said you apply for visa, you pay for visa fees no. Sa fees no de untua. Then omo any the continent of Africa no de omo ebetua $250 and no any visa fee omo ebetua as foreigners and as people outside and now omo a before people that are not Africans they will pay $250 and visa free no otemo and yes I will buy an the amount that be you go through the same process now we go through when they were paying visa fees. It is all criminal records. Yes, free visa. People felt say, oh, any amount for the Ghana, Nigeria for your pamu minya sama free visa. Omo abete de ba yenche. Any afeno oba bebu have a brain omedi. Omuju momudia. Most of them allegedly illegal no. And afeno bebu have a brain. And che ebia na omo stress and sika wo kwan ho ne ade. Omo nyina is a free visa. Na is omo nyina beba bebu Ghana ha say na Ghana aye choked. But you go through the right process. Process I will have that you go through and I see a common sani amount visa about the pay Ghana hano. The same process now become you be verify the BR identity or criminal records or country. Would you media work out the baby? And no permit on us Emma who crime my own room Ghana has no a idea nina or more ebeshim no man who say or qualifies Ghana. Now, as an African, but a visa fee, the untia shame, but process nedia, obefem. Some of the processes may sure say, some little money is via ubetia, but then say you classify an amount be so ubetia as visa fees nedia, and yet ideas, and yet idea ubetia. Now, visa free no I'm saying no, who rema yen check immigration for betia bakoda, and then who rema no answer borders no, ye be to hope. And no, and I am finding some can say you open borders. Who run go check visa so let's clarify it very well for Ghana. Me can say say free visa you won't pay any money, but process no and I say quite of us offer so visa no. Nina ube from and sign the visa number, but you won't pay visa fees. And we are for Africans. And a visa free, no, is when you don't need a visa to enter a country. And you don't need a visa, you just enter the country. A country be a visa on arrival. And you know when you enter immigration form, you just enter because a visa free. And there's a difference between visa free and then free visa. According to the Foreign Affairs Minister, the Chemwa or the EPA, and TNT, na Yenshan and Sonaya Yem Anshin, Ubian or your criminal, Ubabi Ragana, free, said because a year free visa. Yeah, twice on your screens, you could see some man saying, and as I'm cranking on Tayamount forecast home. Somewhere last year, and updates by Shabi, and my cry the updates, Bremo, and my who's a Ghana Immigration Service, or my Babontin, Aswasa, and Kofi Omo, a Bimu who is a move for every Niger, a Bimu free, Senegal, and other countries. On a mobile Ghana, had almost yesterday, and you will come or bet me up Tarahu, who took her now, Hokran, time, not tiny wine, not branches, and I'm crying so wine. Na omo tete omo timi de omo ti be wura oka ni mu a be hwe wo stia no se wa chima na wonchimi ye omo mi oboto nko ba be wura be yiska enti omo street beggars a wo free different West African countries omo be piem Ghana ha na manfo dodo na omo kire mu a omo ani ye ho what with ayen kwai ni omo maame foi ye kire mu a a whole cattle a whole group and omo se da bi omo ba business na manfo e wo Ghana ha se ya among for the any now one person be a carbontia somewhere along the ring road, ring road central. Why a video be talking about the fact that as we speak now, Ghana Immigration Service, they are about to say they are coming for the second phase of our operation. No, only be street beggars every Ghana. Now you're gonna go hear our video way ring road central or how amount for on amount be also be show bottom say muska.
So guys, we are still at Ring Road Central. As you can see, this is the Ring Road in Greater Accra, and still on the reasons why, guys, we are calling out on the Ghana Immigration Service to work swiftly to tackle the mess we are facing currently on the streets of Accra. As you can look behind me, these are individuals that I believe to come from some West African countries into Ghana, some from Mali, from Chad, from Niger, and child protection. These are kids that are supposed to have the right to education, but they will be here on a daily basis. From what we are hearing as well, these kids have been brought into Ghana from various countries by some individuals. When they come, they station along the streets and they beg for alms. We have no problems with begging for alms, but as Ghanaians, we do believe this is becoming too much on the streets of Ghana, and we are pleading to the Ghana Immigration Service, we are pleading to the authorities of Ghana to do something about it, to make Ghana a clean place. And I don't think this is a safe condition for every individual. So Ghana Immigration Service, we are pleading with you guys. Last year we saw the operation that was undertaken by the Ghana Immigration Service, and we all applauded the Ghana Immigration Service. 1 year later, there are so many and uncountable on the streets of Accra, and we are pleading again with the Ghana Immigration Service. On the 31st of January, we are visiting the Ghana Immigration Service with a petition to make sure the authorities will handle this matter swiftly. Guys, my name still remains Ghana Boy, and I'm here with my camera handler, Ghana Black Star of Ghana, of Africa. God bless Ghana. Let's all pray for a better Ghana. With Amuni Nasi.
Yes, and she utremo and I just say amount for both because last year operations were a course so you know who be say yes so we na dey go bus mu dey go pie mu immigration service. And I say they are awaiting deportation. But some few months, it's not even up to 1 year down the line, some few months. And they say who say omo SRA Chrome Jumedia no mu dia nti yeso a mu do mu free Ghana ha senke de omo come back to omo Chrome no omo eda so eginam e wo Ghana ha se ya omo esan so esresreska na omo etetaraman for ka ho omo se oska no ama omo a na omo de omo kutekuta na de nkitikiti bi na omo de asan wo ka no ho enti obo se ubeko fie na obi asan wo ka ho anso odwere ho a wonte ase eyede na me ka ho asan se akra na wa manis ka no de agufo and or they assign wo car no ho na Ghana Immigration Service almost ababonten e de omokrata tententen e de aba etiremu how this particular second phase no omo ebeye because first one omo ye no omo ye ma ye hu ye na em say emfaso no make I say omo ye less than 10% pe na etimi solve ye we still have more than 90% of the problems of street beggars in the streets of Accra that is unresolved. And on your screens, Ghana Immigration Service conducts second phase of operation against exploitative street begging networks. Inti, celebrity county to Ghana a whole network. A whole network and omo ebe piem e Ghana hanju be no mugu basket sie mo mba no machicho mumu ebi wo Kaswa ebi wo Accra Central ebi wo Madina for no crowd omo ye stubborn we make omo kata no omo ye stubborn e Ghana Immigration omo e the response about mu chemu the Ghana Immigration Service has conducted an intelligence-led anti-trafficking operation to rescue victims and disrupt exploitative street begging networks. If you almost start say, omo ehwe say omo intelligence no met me abua na omo street beggars. Any omo cartel and as omo network omo no especially human trafficking. Ni nyina e ka ho bia omo start with the second phase omo eba be di hu djuma. The operation undertaken in the early hours of today Wednesday 15th April 2026 ejom chemu omo start here somewhere 15th April no omo start di djuma die no ehye so omo eguso now they are targeting the networks omo share tie no penifo na omo share because omo ko yes sales e man ko for Ghana ha say yes omo so asese sika no send it back to omo headquarters e di say e bia kroni enija omo headquarters for ho also send sika no e ma omo back kroni Senegal also send ma omo back krobia omo efri so ba ye no omo mpanifo ho no you have to send the money back to them. A total of 305 West African nationals were encountered during the operation. This includes 113 children, 66 adult women, and 126 adult men. Of the children rescued, 36 are male and 77 are female. The significant number of minors involved underscores growing concerns about the vulnerability of children within these exploitative arrangements. Inti number no, a numbers no a total of 305. 305 days so. Chale kaswan kwa unko bese 1,000 no mguo. 305 there em say they have to expand their scope so they be me anya bebre na ya hwe kwan a befa so edi omo free Ghana ha kopiem back to omo ekrom. All persons rescued are currently undergoing profiling and necessary immigration procedures at a dedicated center in line with established protocols. The service is also working closely with relevant stakeholders to ensure that victims, especially children, receive appropriate care, protection, and support. Omo ebe make sure say omo eba arrange omo the proper profile and use a way of free ha of free crow so near arrange omo nyina we mo befa bass we e dey mo go bass mu do border mu nje omo ho be na ntia akobu kro ntia no any immigration for some of the two. The last part and also the service remains committed to combating human trafficking, protecting vulnerable migrants, and promoting lawful and orderly migration. We urge the public to support ongoing efforts to reporting suspicious activities related to human trafficking and organized street begging to the nearest immigration office. The general public will be updated on subsequent steps on this particular matter. Omo ebe update wey every month. Anima Kweno, Deputy Commissioner of Immigration, Head Public Affairs Department. Nti omo edi nsema ba na the last part now omo kire mo a who say bibi say because omo ofie omo pose say omo niema bo omo it's not like omo da bontin say woni mu a omo street beggars because minimum omo Madina then omo point omo faka eba back to around circle ehin omo da ebi mususu wo fie in the outskirts omo pon ahomachi omo sim omo ko fie ahomachi omo sim fie no ma ba the omo station bisa ho say ade no omo hu bebre wo ba bi ya chicho omo nti wonam kwan so te say wo colleague ho bedu UPS junction bi wo ho obedu atomic roundabout ho kra de west asa no ko du Madina oba Accra Central bi wo ho ring road ho kra de te say wo dwe ho a wonte ase a major road like this no omugu eye center eye the men can say the achim no omugum e ho no ye bibia obi wo ho bom bedware wo ho no ansa no makofie na nsia la pass e fo dredge eye ho so be kono na ebi mu station wo ho no a omo so ehwe so omo be digiska e wa manfo ho no nti ye be he na ye bi nsem na chi e kwan be so omo report omo a omo ensa be bio in a month time ti ye be di nsem na chi na ye the updates no e di abremo ye beto aso na ye the nsem no abremo na say Ghana Police Service omo nsem edoso pa na Ghana Police Service arrest Ebenezer Frimpong for attempting to steal a police armored vehicle at Nkawie in a brazen daylight as a real bogedegede abranti on our squeeze usually your friend or Ebenezer Frimpong so when anyway we a real life GTA omo game GTA Grand Theft so say wetin ko real police a car now di nam chrome now di dwane now di raha ebi na abranti ye minim se be friend no GTA characters grab ni mi refi omudi anyway so ebi na esi wo Ghana ha e won carrier abranti yi akwakotu Ghana Police Service omo armored car omo akwakotu wodi nam krom dese ma amanfo start chase no ma police patrol team ni bi ne ma omo alert omo etwa abranti yi omo ensa etimi eka eye Ebenezer Frimpong ti me no ka say there Ebenezer Frimpong akoka eye police for nsa ye bisa ne nsam say eye den e na ya park case wo okokotu ye e de koye na ye the updates be bro because updates here we the updates be man because abranche na kopie mo court e den e na si wo ho ye the be bro armored vehicle yi na esi ho no mo a abranche kokotu ye na on your screens man arrested for attempting to steal a police armored vehicle enti eno e na ma yesa kan eye Ebenezer Frimpong na Ghana police eye personnel eye driver to this particular armored vehicle on the market one or see oh nti ye ne ya na as ne ho dodo no so prescription and all also okoto dro aba enti adro okoto de am say enche ti oja engine si so abranti hwe ha obi ama na ohwitinam eno tu car no odi airco ema asese yensa atiwi akoka nti odi ko nanim pa odi ko nanim be 7 kilometers echi ansana yensa etimi aka no a eno so akoye asemfoforo na the update because you are branch na court you didn't copy mo kwada so circuit court you dey Ebenezer Frimpong e copy mo kwada so circuit court na okopie mo ho no e dey le see ye abranch yi e dey achopa ato judge nanim so osre no owo me gas owo dreams o timu person ko be join Ghana Police Service na waya went me and join it and no the man court because on only the part say go betri amount.
How would be on him in terror? You are in court today. We know that he's been arraigned. What exactly transpired in court?
Yes, sir. Today it was very, very interesting at the court association.
Na waya went me join it. It was judge no. So osre no onwe no nkabi ma no said the ya obetimi adjoin the Ghana Police Service. Enti abranti on the dial screen no so no Ebenezer Frimpong so no na ni dream so person join Ghana Police Service na eno anye ye na ema no kopie mu e wo ho no e say dey ache no nti enko ne go this particular video of nsema ye dey ema mu update ye dey ema mu na yemra sisi.
But I have what be on him in terror. You are in court today. We know that he's been arraigned. What exactly transpired in court?
Yes, sir. Today it was very, very interesting at the Kwadaso Circuit Court, where Ebenezer Frimpong, 26, unemployed and resident of J. Krum in the Achomamponua district, appeared before the court for the very first time. Whilst the police prosecutor, ASP Albert Asagri, read the facts of the case to the hearing of the accused person who was being charged on stealing before the honorable court. The accused person, Ebenezer Frimpong, knelt down and pleaded for leniency. So I would say he appeared remorseful in court today and also pleaded for leniency from the court. In the course of the pleadings, he also asked the presiding judge, His Honor Jafta Apo, to use his connections to help him get enlistment into the Ghana Police Service. So this threw the whole court into laughter, and the presiding judge, in his response, said he has heard the accused person. But the police prosecutor, ASP Albert Asagri, pleaded with the court to remand the accused person into police custody because, according to him, police had just started investigations, and they will need the accused person to assist them in their investigations. But the court, in its wisdom, the presiding judge, in his wisdom, remanded the accused person into prison custody. According to the presiding judge, this was for the safety of the accused person, just in line with the safety of the accused person. So he will reappear on May 4, 2026 before the same court.
Thank you so much, Ohemin Teria. Well, away from that, let's do other stories.
Minister Frimpong and the update mamono echiremu a court ho de na ase wonu ne ho se onu agasa sori ye kotu e Ghana Police Service car no otim no a ye de handcuff egu ne nsa no wait for evidence car no sanso gina ho no minim se nko de kobo trotro se nso nko de koye taxi o minim se Ghana Police Service armored vehicle na Ebenezer Frimpong akwa kotu car no na ode esi kwan so se ode ekọ. Now, we have a lot of updates on this particular one. Yebabe kaina yedi amamona ya chiremu because see as we speak now, ya didn't go PM court no ya sasha no say yamfa no call remand na 4th May and as next month na yensa emfa no emra 4th May na yensa emfa no me PM court ne ento an nsem a yedi ne so because see no abrante no in as much as na ohun ne ho say wanu ne ho no wasanso de na asem for to judge na nim tirimu a ope say omo be judge na be boa no na watimi enya police enlistment. Now on April 16, 2026, proceedings at the Kwaraso Circuit Court in Kumasi took an unexpected turn when Ebenezer Frimpong, who is standing trial for allegedly stealing a police armored vehicle, appealed directly to the presiding judge to help him gain entry into the Ghana Police Service. The accused knelt in open court as he was arraigned for the first time and pleaded for mercy. He also made a surprising request, asking the judge to use his influence to assist him in joining the Ghana Police Service. The prosecution explained that on April 14th, 2026, General Lance Corporal Joshua Denchi was assigned to drive an armored police vehicle with registration number GP11312, a workshop for routine servicing. Lance Corporal Joshua Denchi ono any this armored vehicle yi edema no senka on workshop na omo enkonkoye and as omo service for a routine servicing. Ojina baby, so you trust on information. However, along the way, the officer reportedly experienced stomach discomfort and stopped near the Nkaria market to buy medication from a nearby pharmacy. It was during this brief stop that the prosecution says the accused allegedly took advantage of the situation and drove the vehicle away in the direction of Buakwa Kumase. Lance Corporal Joshua Denchi Odu market hono who say I'm saying yam no nti onhwe so benya edro bi na watwa na Lance Corporal yi park car na ogina ho ogina ho hwe so beto edro na Ebenezer Frimpong ye fast na minim say na who say nkofo bi gina station ho mo pe car abranche ekotu car no say nka ebi o de kofa mo anase minim de ne nko de car ne koye otu car no edi efri ho. An alarm was quickly raised, prompting a coordinated response from MTTD motor riders and SWAT personnel, who later intercepted and arrested the suspects in a swift operation. And the MTTD for any SWAT personnel from the Ghana Police Service, but the prosecution urged the court to remand him into police custody to allow investigators more time to continue their work. However, the presiding judge ordered that Frimpong remanded into prison custody, noting it was for his own safety. The case has been adjourned, with Frimpong expected back in court on May 4th, 2026. And May 4th, 2026, and Ebenezer Frimpong, Ebesa Kwako PM. yes actually say yɛmfa no call police for kukum na judge ne tremu it is for his own safety ono agasa na ho ban bonti yɛnkɔ ne yɛmfa no konko hye a police for kukum 4th May na yɛnsa mfa no which is about 2 weeks near chire kakra na 2 weeks na yɛde abrante sa akwakotum na yɛde no aba back na aba be PM e court enti Ebenezer Frimpong ono real life GTA a wakwakotu police for armored vehicle a wɔde AC kwan so edinante more than 7 kilometers no say yasa remand no court a remand na yɛde no come 2 weeks na 4th May wasa aba back na wabetoa na same way ne so yɛtoa so na yɛde update no de abremo na wɔtwe wie na Royal speech eba so ɛwɔ good park ɛwɔ Accra Mall ma vendors dodo no mo tonton niema ne ade dodo na ekopie mu ho a omo tonton omo niema na attack bi akoso to the organizer you know ama CCA Dorsey Boateng amanfo start attack no we proud to the event and the aftermath of the event amanfo start omo attack lady no ama CCA akwakoye ense bebre amanfo dodo na so na omo but then the most important thing that we want to update you on is the attack that is going directly to Dorsey Boateng, the organizer of Royal speech. Now what you hear on your screens, you could see some amount for Ayrton Tony Amadodo na FDA for program na say FDA for ho because omo nim say omo ba ho abeba be pie mu ni nyina ebi mo tonton products different products nkun obi hye ne dem wose ma ye seminar me ton ma ye skincare products me anam keka ne ma bo mu e na me ton enti FDA for ho na omo eco start operations e wo ho ma mu hu say we any kwan so turn ne man because only approval from FDA we so ni kwan so turn ne man ti ni ba bebre ene sesa omo ne ma ebi ene wo screens ne so no hu say omo de Ghana must go bag na koye omo so a ne ma ni nyina eje omo stands e wo ho omo ne ma ni products are human consumption directly to the human body either internal or also external no omo nyina yes omo ni license no yes sesa omo ne ma no e de koye so the FDA's enforcement team on your screens. The FDA's enforcement team conducted an operation at Royal speech. 3. Seizing unregistered products to safeguard unsuspecting customers from potential harm. Now, Royal speech, you remember this I then a program here. This is the 3rd edition of Omo the vendors do na ba ebe kan omo bom na omo SC stands. Now you pay for your stand, you book a stand into Drew na wakwakwashisha oniema na woton a whole lot more than 15,000 customers and omo pass it through and to the 3rd edition omo ye na FDA omo ekobo wa ho no a omo ekosisa niema no omo register with FDA omo ni license and as I better than approved by FDA no omo ni bi eji asesa omo niema ni nyina e di everyone. Now quickly let's move to the attacks. What are the attacks are ECOMA organizers no especially Dorsey Boateng ono na ehye Royal speech na chi a amanfo dodo na omo attack no. Now the first attack about how much they are paying for a stand because na ebuwom yenko ne hwe this particular video ye ba ne abebiebiem e de amamo yenko mra sese.
This is my Royal speech review as a vendor. Let me take you through my day. My name is Sarah Lawson of Lawson Apparels. I woke up very early in the morning, and mind you, this video of my stand was sent to me as at 6 a.m. each. And I wasn't even there yet. I finally got there, and I realized that most of my stuff was sold out, and my truck was going to...
All right, and yes, we have a lot of videos on the attack. But then, in as much as FDA for buy ya who best amount for Nema, the is amount for CZ, amount for Nema, video meeting capture with Ohuya, amount for cash out, amount for Yesika, because more than 15,000 customers in the past through and as of call good park, shopping, go to Tonyama. I just say, or more muti ye, or more ebe cash out. Now, one Lawson, Sarah Lawson Apparels, Lawson Apparels, Sarah Lawson of Lawson Apparels. And also the stanza or cash out but now how she was able to cash out that big Royal speech now say Sarah Lawson
This is my Purial speech review as a vendor. Let me take you through my day. My name is Sarah Lawson of Lawson Apparels. I woke up very early in the morning, and mind you, this video of my stand was sent to me as at 6 a.m. each show. And I wasn't even there yet. I finally got there and I realized that most of my stuff was sold out and my truck was going to bring more. Oh, a little dance wouldn't hurt anyone, right? I got to my stand and oh my god, a chokes. There was no walking space, there was no briefing space. Before I realized, empty boxes were just flying. Oh my goodness. I have never seen anything like this. At this point, I was telling my customers that we are sold out, they should go and come, but they said no, they won't go, they will wait for the new arrival. Finally, my truck brought new arrivals and they helped carry the things on their head through the crowd to my stand. Can you imagine? Truly, my customers are God sent. Guys, the third restock was so hectic. Before I realized, empty boxes were flying again. I couldn't even feel my legs. At a point, I have to run away to my car. Finally, I got home with a bag full of egg. More, I thank God though. I thank my customers and I thank Dorsey Boating. See you next year. Bye.
All right, and Sarah Lawson of Lawson's Apparels. And I could see in somebody to you after say FG for be ready ho SSA man for near Madodo na e copy in one office no ono de or cash out Emma or ye I'm saying the track na call by best and prince who say all kind of catch more to say we're making big money. Now say them carry to you and there has been an attack on the organizer of a Purial speech no ebimu chemu stands board any amount people are paying just to participate in the Purial speech no. I say, quickly, let's watch this video. Your bar near Baby Chemu Eddie Amamo. Young Konya Massy.
What's say who support small business owners now? So stand back, oh, 10,000 Ghana cedis. Quantity sick 100 million Ghana cedis. Dorsey, annual program no, yen Purial speech was a day no. What is the young girl? Sorry, I also support small business owners. Also charge you almost stand back, not for 1 week, just 24 hours for 10,000 Ghana cedis. Hey! And so where is the support coming from? Or where is the me cut here or say, and when you pay the 10,000, you get exposure and you make sales and ask them. The program was yesterday, it just ended. Those who the vendors, no could be some say exposure bend no money free and sales are here no mutini. If you were able to make 10,000 sales plus, then fine, your money was worth it. Now, so when it's me and 10,000 Ghana cedis, let me catch us the next time. Be a winning. Now, so you are supporting small business owners. I kataweni edge 10,000 free. Obi your ton lip gloss, obi your ton sobolo, obi your ton donuts, any meat pie. Lip gloss and hina be ton now be 10,000 Ghana cedis. I am also sometimes small business owners who mean to you. Is it a man who school and answer more and business background and answer them? Or your expectations are so high. Say exposure. So 10,000 nunca would keep it and I would move half. After Purial speech now the command is somebody or locational advert in my crank who of some for sourcing 10,000 now go to my Purial speech area for shimwa in conference and betom wadi and sanka. This is absurd. You are robbing Peter to pay Paul. It's a brilliant idea. I mean, a Purial speech is a brilliant idea. You are promoting SMEs, small, medium scale, enterprises. It's SMEs. You are promoting them. It's beautiful. It's great. It's amazing. But why are you charging them 10,000 Ghana? Why did you charge them? Last year, we just 6K. Agra, no mistake. They still measure 10,000. I mean, for me, I grown no money. Truly, 10,000. They say it's next year. I'm measure 12,000 and 15,000 and 20,000. It's getting serious. So now me who say GRA for so na ma see some collect taxes. So me na me for me say GRA for they can work on weekends. Hey, like me Joe crime means here say 10,000 Ghana cedi for a stand. It was too much. Obviously, she will use the same money to pay for the location, the venue. She will use time to pay the artists that came to. Like I can say that most of the artists that came didn't take any money. They just did it out of love. They didn't take any money. And already know she also Angel Gabriel be supporting you. Have Angel Gabriel supporting you. So why are you taking 10,000 Ghana cedi? I know you are supposed to make money out of it. But in the right sense, if truly you're an influencer and truly you want to support small business owners, in case you think free, they'll make something for registration. You make it free for them because lip gloss na so boloni no. As you can't what. It's a no opportunity no. For registration we have 500 cedis and 1,000 cedis and 1,005 na and one na that day the place is open so can open up ball say umbrella be no the bet you and chain you say you now that is what we call real impact. That is the goal. Now we get 10,000 cedis if you be your tongue so below be your tongue lipstick be your tongue lip gloss be your tongue sanitary pad Sikane doors na Ghana phones may come must say I'm being women are their own enemies and women are not supporting and women are maybe so Samati.
Yes, and see that is number one attack. I call Edema Dosi Boating. Muchemwa. Sika omojeje per stance na say a doson and you know and a lady Eddie to Jachemwa. Omo tonton near marketing kete. Make us a name or the begu hokrano and do 10,000 cities or no or better than na wakaputia sasikan. People were making more than 100,000. It was a year per speech na say and he said unimo and let us say the course no. But omuchemwa supporting small and medium scale enterprises no na yesen ka so tetene so na ode emo mo say the be obi abetimi participating na omo etimi making something out of it. In as much as FDA for ebewa you didn't carry atu say am for do na so and make big money prayer speech now. Now another video here as we speak now it is circulating and also was the previous attack on Dosi Boating and a branch man can say Ababa and someone did to draw and then someone kafa a year the organizer no now am say any kakra and another attacker that called directly to Dosi Boating. Quickly no yan near her video way na yes Ambrose here.
Dulcie, what you are planning to do, God has revealed to me. What they are planning as soaring lights, Dulcie Boating. What they are soaring lights. Na count 9 bosso, na beka brofwa kesie, eguso say I'm lying. The moment you take your phone, Dulcie Boating, to record, to say I am lying, may all the curses in the Bible visit you and your family. May poverty visit you and your family. You will beg before you eat. Don't tempt the spirit of the Lord. Don't dare. Dulcie Boating. Why are watching? Before you think of something, God knows. You have thought about it and He has told me to warn you. So, who be makeup? I a video on Snapchat say I'm lying. Now I can't brofwa Dulcie. The moment you take that phone to record, God says, I should tell you, poverty will visit you and your family, your whole generation. All your businesses, try it and see, Dulcie. Dulcie, me say try it and see. What's the you think you can speak good English? No. Dulcie, I am warning you as a prophetess of God. If you dare take a phone to record, now count 9 bosso, now Snapchat, you come and do just there. The moment you do that video, poverty will hit you and your family. You lose everything. Try it and see. You go back to the way you started. When you started, I knew you. I even did an advert for you, but you wouldn't remember. When you started, now we say watch. I did an advert for you, but you don't know. When you started, the moment you take a video to record, then you go back to stereo, the way you started before your sister died. So Dulcie, this warning is for you.
All right, another attack and you call now to say words of serious attack and ana omo edi emano. We are proud to some programs some can say some months back and I'm for this as a lady we are weighing because prayer speech this year's edition now what we course it made me say it was massive amount for making money out of it. Now quickly Yanko Bongo ideas also attack how they echo edema those boating wotemwa and was saying come make regulations in such a way so whoever is coming to sell on that platform a prayer speech no and was saying timi hwehwe eye oniemam ehu say you are qualified and I said FDA for oniema to monti on your screen I said the vendors must take a class action against Dorsey and the prayer speech guys for breach of contract. It was their duty to certify these vendors and ensure compliance before taking exorbitant 10K from them. Hi, Sewami and Set Do 22. Can you all take this scam up? That's what Chema Sewami and Set Do. Omo Enfa Omo Anu Entubi. Said that people will get their monies back, especially those that brought their goods. One, you've lost your money, the money you paid for the stands, you've lost it. Secondly, you've lost your goods to FDA or Mama Sister Niema, Eddie Fuhon, Eddie Ako. And you know, some of these days you can help those people that are yet to register with FDA. And so some of these organizations are more regulated. You can help them. Oh, Niema, no, are you sure you've registered? No. Then quickly, you have to get registered before you join Poyol's page. Quickly, no, only FDA for probably they can give you a temporal license and as a temporal number. I'll wait to media Poyol's page because maybe I'm not sure, but then the process may take one or maybe some days. Then go on show the amount. So the better wait me join a year program now. We won't call back Sembia, but all these things were not done. And according to Bongo Ideas, no the one is Sikana and no more general say ya register with FDA or not. Or more say or which you 10K. And you are someone who can be room no more here said a small scale owners no or more if there's going to be a compensation be for them once you know and someone or the air to dry. Now quickly President John Dramani Mahama our Volta region and Olanche a free primary health care a Volta region Emma a month for Dudona could PMUB and Papai Edin Semetuja President John Dramani Mahama on your screens. Or didn't some etuja or free primary health care no I say it's quickly no yes no what does the free primary health care no is it coming to replace NHIS? What does it entail? Young call 90 President John Dramani Mahama you ni aba ya bebo boso di amamo say oko when you ya free primary health care bit me take care the steps and procedures we go through at the hospital which one will the free primary health care cover? Young President John Dramani Mahama ni emra sisi
2 days ago in Dodowa Commission, I inaugurated the beginning of the free primary health care program. And we handed over equipment and some vehicles to the CHIPS compounds. We demonstrated what each CHIPS compound was going to get. There are more than 6,000 CHIPS compounds in Ghana. And we showed what they were going to get in terms of equipment and all that. Amongst the equipment we presented, there were motorcycles, but there are also tricycles. Let me be clear. I mean, if you don't understand something, ask. Don't jump to conclusion. Those tricycles are not ambulances. Those tricycles are meant for the health workers and the health volunteers to go from village to village for screening. That is what they are meant for. And so at the back of the tricycle, they have a compartment where they can keep vaccines. To keep the vaccines cool, it's at the back of the tricycle. In the north, a lot of our sisters who are health workers can ride motorcycles. And so when they go for health screening, they use motorcycles. In the south, many of the health workers cannot ride a motorcycle. But you need to give them a means of transport to be able to go and do the work you've given them. So in the southern parts where the health workers cannot ride motorcycles, they'll be given tricycles to go from village to village to do their work. In the north where they know how to ride motorcycles, the CHIPS compound will have a motorcycle. Our sister who's the nurse, she'll sit on it, she'll put equipment behind her and ride to the village and go and give them the attention they want. So let me emphasize again, those tricycles are not ambulances. I've seen a lot of people try to denigrate them and say that we're going to bring these as ambulances. They are not ambulances. There are vehicles for the health workers who are engaged in the primary health care program to go to the village, deliver vaccinations, and then also to do health screening, test people's high blood pressure to see if it's high, test their sugar level to see if they are developing diabetes. That is what those vehicles are meant for. And so I hope this will end all that arguments and things on the social media. Those tricycles, once again, are not ambulances. They are vehicles for the free primary healthcare volunteers to go around and do their work.
What you say, as someone have President John Dramani Mahama pa because say what the initiative aba na odi e ho aka there on your screens are these men can say abobo ya na say tricycles e wo screens so am for say we now free primary healthcare no we need dey ba ambulance that be President John Dramani Mahama say o take san several social media no na e ha no papa e jina also pe kwan bi so o be clarify ama man for hu say enye we need dey ambulance under the free primary healthcare no or say oba no be clarify because cars wey and also tricycles wey they don't go more than 50 kilometers per hour. They be kwa dia 30 between 30 to 40. They also a tia so power no kwa no ni engine be no 50 kilometers per hour. But our main ambulances there, Charlie, more than 90 plus, almost 100 kilometers per hour. And I na echo. If you compare, you do we be two we move through hospital no. Na em say nipa no em say oya nyamedia anisa. Ebi also chemo. Some ye free primary healthcare volunteer no maba ofie some be hwe na watwa hwe no. The immediate vehicle ametimi e dey transport to abobo ya na me dey buy no. Enti no na mama force still and some President John Dramani Mahama dey tu dware dey. Omo edi tu we nye because me te car we mu na me pie wo ofie me hwe na afi dey kwansi watwa hwe a da men me kwa for taxi and am for ambulance in power number. Enti no na man for chiremu a da be president dem say ensem no okika but chiremu a these vehicles are for the volunteers. Some of them moving from village to village. Now omo akwa with a free primary healthcare initiative. Nti President John Dramani Mahama din chiremu aba na quickly yanko niema free primary healthcare service no omo ede ebra Ghana for enti ukomu a on your screens, but over here, free primary healthcare service offerings. And I say, number one, also basic screening, which is all blood pressure, blood sugar, BMI, NCD risk checks at your doorstep. And the Sunday, Mama, Madam, check out blood pressure. And I want to say one from na say asam akoma ye go peri umehema na oma ba no ma check am o person check your blood sugar and so me check am o enu ye free primary health care enu bi no cancer care breast cancer screening, prostate cancer referral, cervical cancer awareness and so nyina is under a free primary health care na say and say hono omo create awareness any ade enu e free primary health care na say mental health screening and counseling. Enti omo adwumu kakra sebe omo adwumu ka omo kakra no anase obi ho a oto say obi frɛ no but onhu nipa kro asa na adwumu aso obi frɛ no yeso wo tisa pɛ free primary health care na ba ma kono omo ma counseling anase omo nye screening emfama and newborn care, newborn screening, sickle cell referral, developmental checks and also eka free healthcare no ho no eka ho bi any newborn care and child health and also health checks, vision, dental, skin general and a school health screening and also 14 to 18 years also mo ka ho newborn care and also newborn screening, sickle cell referral medin ka bo no so and family planning, contraception education and then services, implants, IUCDs and injectables and so family planning nutrition and immunization and breastfeeding support, child feeding practices and disease prevention, HIV, tuberculosis, TB, malaria, hepatitis screening and then counseling also free primary healthcare and a healthy lifestyle, exercise, diet, sleep, hygiene, alcohol / smoking, cessation eti obonsa opeso ujai smoking o so nom jot opeso ujai healthy lifestyle living ni nyina eka free primary health care no ho wash and hygiene sanitation safe water hygiene and then waste management promotion and also so eka free primary health care no ho and menstrual hygiene counseling diagnosis treatment for menstrual disorder painful periods and then heavy bleeding ni nyina eka free primary health care no ho President John Dramani Mahama the initiative or the free primary health care removing financial barriers towards achieving universal health coverage and so much financial barriers and amount for near kitten be say because start free ha mental health ye kasa wa bodamo but as a wo dream no yate sebe yate afa so nti wo sa no also call for medications treatment and counseling said the be metimi asi am kwan because enya je ne ho a na akwakoye nsem bebre enti some of these things are basic needs are you here can nipa with our health sector no can ho bi and President John Dramani Mahama edi abase or the boa se be ya immediately no betimi aso ne mani bia no ansa na akwakoye kese ama wakwakotua sika kese because we one who surgery bia wo breast cancer de no kra screening any awareness any create it is out na one na ya ma awareness no ama counseling ne ade na ekojinsemmu a cancer surgery there na say no ubetua and basically you have to make sure say your basic health BP we check your BP blood sugar level ne ade and then na ka ho bi na President John Dramani Mahama de abase basically you have to be able to check your health untua hwe na ye to ansem no so e de amamo ye call the camp of Dr. Mahmoud Baumia we straight to Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ho and na ye ko na ansem ne sen na say nche bia there were some pictures circulating na some bloggers ni bi I saw one lady we refinidin kakra I saw Okocha president former vice president Dr. Mahmoud Baumia say na ni nyina koka shase koka na yes obobo influencers ano na omo akasa tia the sitting NDC government monye omo hufin monye omo aban na adwuma na omo yero monye no poto fanche Ghana for say President John Dramani Mahama na pamfo omo ye hute bibie ni omo ye mumma aban nye unpopular say the year 2028 na say Dr. Mahmoud Baumia abana one personality a friend no Shako lawyer Anan Shako ono na beti koka obete ne to koka ne danche wa hye ne yellow abone spectacles we Hollywood vibes na ode MIN but he said also no a senior blogger o Ghana ha nyina nti ono opese ode bloggers nyina hye na se na omokasa de ma former vice president Dr. Mahmoud Baumia 2028 on for winning elections na lawyer Anan Shako ababeti koka to yenko ne kotie ne nsem ode tu dwa ne emra sese
What have come in such more? The MPP flag bearer, Dr. Alhaji Mamadou Baumia, a task will be say more bloggers no one more boa mano ao shako o kan be. Na ni nyina say 2028 elections no. Doctor say e kwan ba beda ho. E kwan ba beda ho nyina say the NDC afedom copper candidate. President John Mahama enkobium. And he said, "O yusumu near pekakra de mom, emamo, near shem bobia. Asam kra enye no kreno. And as the end kreno moba teneno. Shako, Sikasen waje.
Already a big question. Shako, Sikasen waje. Shako, Sikasen waje.
Sikasen waje.
Me crampo di a corner craba inche. After say, me wana minya on ko binae. Or see me pick a corner not. I don't see a friend cooker, and I'm sympathetic cooker, but I don't see cooker ben on him cooker you. Meneba ko Ashanti region, or only time I want to mean a pre-election. Chama cooker, and I'm nimba ko on the area menina mudi baumiachi, and I say, men are the matter forms, and I'm sympathetic on I wine, and also need the baumiachi.
I see.
That's when I saw the minimum debian and I'm social media. And I'm saying, come on, no, so who boy Juma pa. Oh yeah, Juma ya show Juma oh yeah na nsembebre na de person oh yeah ne say person de mekọ chia ba omia and I'm so de me chia ba omia say wasi o Juma wo ye na ye mmoa na ba omia mla power na ye woni ma bebre a person ye ma bloggers no ye person ye de ye pelon mamo na motoka na mu ye sei ye pelo yes ma nsembebre na me na nze and some now work can me and toss mu because me adwuma people of power wo mokra na threaten me most.
Oh samom.
And I send MPP adwuma time na me share.
Time o share adwuma ya send MPP no power.
And dey na MPP na koka mum na ebe fle. E ade anya o. Say bloggers be wa frefre bloggers be do matoto platform so o converse o mo. Because we are blogger, we are social media activist we are. E makoka kran converse o. Because nem come obe share say koka dey nti na obe converse o say. Kodiba o mi echi. Na yemfa ba omi amla power na ye ba na peka ma wabla ma ba power mu firi okra wan ya ma isika ni bi gude ma ma bi ni e fi na mensa me bo wansa
se bi afa na mo ba be adwumaden no me obre no di duwa na
me won recording bi bia me ma na ya we say nye necessary e na mo fa me nka say group no me nyet that type me mo
o ka chance mo fa nka group no
oh me wo recording me ma no say friend no fa so obi eno so because e dey client na o friend me ne
o pa cash
there be any necessary because manu say satima more power no
clampo me amoa
mo dia na one frame da one frame da nti dey nti na waba opposition ana manu say me na maboa de NDC abana me fe NDC ma po so why adwuma ma hama why adwuma ma ma say oboa ye so bi oboa ye bi nam se we me mo obi a wadwuma pa wo ye adwuma pa satima na me ka me se mu mie cloflo market mu bia mo na mu benya so mfaso mu mie Sewia regional hospital mu bia mo na mu benya so mfaso mu mie Afremitri hospital mo na me ya boa mo mu nim se na me de attack mo ene mahama oye bibi kakra bia me so de opa onwie cloflo swami afari Sewia untimi MPP ntimi 34 na ndisi nyan no obetime nya 50-50 owie sa project we ya for we am abobo na ni KGT second phase ene won ha no ho biem actually once ye beto am ka jo say Ashanti region on lose more than 9 seats me bobo kire
oboboy ni
na mobo
oboboy
e ba ye de
apia kubi seat no kwa tran ka so lose
yo me ka sa afo no southeast ni afo no southwest enu mbeje enu kra mo je na mo ma da pa nwun na mo a chama wontumi pepa me ka say 50-50 enu to kwansi o de me kan ye bia no because e form ye nim ni ekọ what I say enti koka de me menye ye so
be tumpe ba me asika
dabi sa mo krampo na mo se na obi anim se bia me adwuma ma ndisi mo ba ekula no ndisi
obi amfi ende me yawo ende me yawo
na ya we senye kama mo bia ye de accuse me say na
dia to so say wo de toma ma ba
mo ba power mpo obi anka se jinsu obi nom di say ana enye fe na me metu adwuma ma boy ma afrɛ me abɔ ba so bia enye
senti no crofast start o mo bobo aba so
esenke free
na kita ka se mo no ko tu
enu ye nyame nhira but free panyi bi nso wo say on sam wo opposition no ni on panyifo bi o mo frɛ me na minimum mo da mo frɛ wa he wo ye adwuma o he wo ye adwuma o you know enka mo ba po enka pese sa panyifo no kwa frɛ me chia me da
shako adwuma wo ye no minim se o ka no ze onya salunka ba ko aka pick up enti afi benya pick up
amen
obi be ma pick up
amen ese bante
nya go pick up no de we here pick up na de go konkurase na go we ndie o tade de konkurase na baba no ti ba me sika ndie wonye
o de menya part me de mane ya we se no afoma nka sa group
no but what me convincing crofo no bi
be blo mo group o ba nya papa bi because blogger bi abeka bi onim se koka de hwe no kra nka chi koka ya wo social media bloggers ya de betwa wo it is about me pro bi kram na ya adwuma said the work minim se ba omi na soma so no na ye sa afọ na agenda nye koka kra na so soma no ati ase bi ko nye koka de me koka ntimi influence me koka ntimi na ada wo
and we need that ayina
na bloggers na ne twa ne posti enti koka no ba oye me because no wasan no say meka also kasa so ye blogger ni bi
okay o sa
no nkomo no me wa recording
yes mu senior
blogger enti menyi ni so betima converse obi a boys ne de omo sire no actually so ati ase ye
enti lawyer Ananchako no ordinary nsem atudwa otimi say wa horo kuka pa tirimu a koka nyo bia ono begina be so begina ho kire say ono na ye senior blogger wo Ghana ha enti obeso of the bloggers na back together say we may adwuma de ama ye former vice president Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia said we waiting about back to power 2028 na otemo wo group nyina o mati group bloggers nyina bro mo ho ano they are trying their best some them aye NDC are buying unpopular eti eno na lawyer Ananchako tirimo no de koka ni obi obeti aba influence na ebubo influencers a koka ntimi influence na one bit nti ono wankwa akoye hwe wankwa disika bia ewo koka ho nti ono wan join ni omo eti eno any update a eba ye de emamo na quickly no yenko South Africa na yenfa update emfi ho no enfa emremo economic freedom fighters political party and I say a movement bia South Africa which is led by Julius Malema. Julius Malema is 45 years old and a 45-year-old Julius Malema ono and the most popular opposition leader ewo South Africa na ensem bebre na efa abrantie ho ebi de free United States of America the free UK ene dru na bi visa nyina ya fa ma na update e ba kire mu a papa yi ya sentence of 5 years imprisonment ewo South Africa so onko them so on your screens. Breaking Malema sentenced to 5 years in prison. And no any breaking news are by Chilmwa. Julius Malema says here the Okomu 5 years. Now then somewhere 2018 and economic freedom fighters omu edi omu anniversary. And the omu anniversary ni muno and Julius Malema ekoyi tuo and status or to tuo and you to hear you to or the share no to because they are celebrating omu anniversary. And as I see, so from 2018, never the court near back, court near back. See, a jab, and you be drama. Julius Malema, no, that was crazy. So court no honor. Seems that the both were drop because Obi no serious opposition leader, upper president, tell you South Africa. Most were caught to way back in 2018. Not more sentencing the dia. Enya dia, and any edge home, and Emma, see over screens and so court to honor any and said that we have this particular video that we'll go and watch Julius Malema timer now a walk court honor the demeanor how he looked like na Yemra CCA. All right, economic freedom fighters. Omo leader Julius Malema ne ko hono quarter. Se say dey na kotum 5 years. Na ni nyina ne etu okototo way back in 2018 and na ama papa yi ne ho akwakochire na bi mu hu ne say asem da say aban na nga say pe bibi di abrante na tum enti say okoha ne ho koye bibi kakra bi na say kopiem quarter. No matter how long it will take, omo behwe na omo ede no atum. Enti say as we speak now, breaking air back to Julius Malema on your screens 5 years and now okay you never kai say ono the ensemble bre and all air force South Africa all fighting especially for the blacks equality between blacks any men can say whites and I say mofo omo South Africa he's fighting say economically obu na betimi elevate who say aban no omo ko international bodies no ha omo ntimi nkasa from blacks na say black South African omo entimin kasa ma omo said their president especially the sitting president or obia as osua he's a puppet to the western world especially President Donald Trump na say okopie mu Donald Trump the Oval Office omo din komo ko chemu say South Africa ye peaceful bibia nkoso but deep down there's been an oppression especially on blacks the GGB mu say any ade ebi mu ho a ye ku omo yi omo fi osabe ye yi omo free ho any adinina ye niema Julius Malema is fighting against in South Africa. Who say abino in South Africa they are not able to speak for them. Enti ama sisi and who aba ye himin kan side especially on the side of the sitting government. This is here breaking news Julius Malema, South African politician and leader of the EFF, Julius Malema sentenced to 5 years direct imprisonment in a firearm handling and discharge case. A year within garden mom said 2018 and as answer way as say there Julius Malema ne ho akoka adwan ti somewhere sisa Dukashi stadium ho and no more year anniversary no somewhere na akoba ya say ye di akira from 2018 up till now Julius Malema say dey omdi come straight 5 years imprisonment na so akwakoye hye South Africa And that is the update I free South Africa. Yede Ebremo. Now quickly no, we'll go to Nigeria. Na yede nsema efi ho enso abremo. Etiremo am say cool betimi asi wo Nigeria. Eno ni update a eba na we efi Ghanaian prophet bi ho na eba ye ni say Nigerian prophets want me shen kom na abem. Ghanaian prophets want to me shen kom. Asem bi be si ni akotwe video na ba. Now is it going to be true? Sir President Ahmed Tinubu Nigerian president on betimi ayi na free ho. Now where prophet Calvin J Soa and I didn't say to that temu President Tinubu obetu kwan obekobeba no onu angasa ne ho nipa na sojafoɔ ene omo bɔ no ho ban ni bi emu mienu omo ebeye ku e de atia no beba no na onye president bio yentie eye prophet Ajay Soa Telvin na yemra hihye
before say beto aso no ene no minim say wo special message a ode ma say ba normally no nyankopon sheda ma special message bi a ode bre o manansa na me de me questions aka no ato aso prof.
Yes, number one, let's go to Nigeria. Let's hear and in that Nigeria angle.
Okay.
As the Lord lives, as I've looking through time, I've looked through the timeline and I've observed clearly what is happening. Ahmed Bola Tinubu, this is a message to the president of Nigeria. They are about to remove him. Very quick, very fast.
Yes. Through the ballot box.
His own people want to and take him out. He will travel, come back into the country, and he will not be president again.
President Tinubu, this is your message from Ghana, Accra FM, and Kwekusampa TV, Penvin TV. Listen to the word of God.
Exactly. Because there is going to be a lot of problems happening. And then when you go in, this is how the happenings will begin. I told you initially that there will be fighting, killing, attacks and everything showing up. And then it will move further into Lagos. And then there will be chaos in Lagos. Once there is chaos in Lagos and there's a lot of problem, as if there's some terrorist attack and back and forth, and then it will hit into demonstration. That is what I'm talking. Once we escape mid-year, we have entered into that time zone. Once that battle begins on and on and on, it is keying directly onto him. Two of his ministers, his own defense people, will now betray him, and then there will be another angle where other people come and take over the seat. Yes. And they will, when they are coming to take over the seat, they will now begin to request for good luck, Jonathan.
I see.
As the Lord lives. And so that's the pattern of time. Exactly. So Ahmed Bola Tinubu, the way they handled him was not good. They handled him in a way is very, very strange. They were breaking into the distant house and everything. So they meet human beings. It's a back and forth battle. And that's what will start pushing them more into this.
To Ghana.
Yes. Because they are pushing in. I told you, if they don't tighten the borders, they will be shocked. You can't two Ghanaians, you can't one Nigerian. That's how it is.
Nigeria. President Tinubu.
Ahmed Bola Tinubu. They would take him from there, and then that's where the problem begins. There will be uncertainty on the African continent. And that's the structure. Once they take him from there, it will trigger a whole wild line of operation.
So from mid-year, we are going to witness all these things.
Yes.
In Nigeria.
In Nigeria.
Omo Niger.
Those people there are two people that are managing defense and everything in Nigeria. Those are the people. If he wants to ever deal with these things, if he wants to deal with it, he should deal.
I see. When he ain't come too much.
Yes, and the prophet Calvin J so one and some no the two jar my ekoti bi no say enche bia na say junior by June the na say President Bola Ahmed Tinubu no nye president bio because ne hu nipa bi especially Minister of Defense omo hihye ne ma bi di tia no enti say obetimi ahwe na se niema we obesia no kwan a o se sankofo yenu no odi na ni hwe omo ye because omo e no mpeso omo ya na omo yi papa yi ase akonwa na omudi Goodluck Jonathan ono oye former president edema Nigeria Now the people feel said they are calling for his comeback. Enti eno ena ma sisi amanfo dodo na omo ehu ni say omo ebetimi ayi President Bola Ahmed Tinubu edi na free ho na omo de na ababak. Now according to Prophet Calvin Ejeso wano, there is going to be chaos, a lot of chaos. Ena ebekoso in the bigger cities of Nigeria, Lagos, na is Abuja honum, where the seat of the president is honina ebetimi akoso ho na omo ebeya no was chaos na ekoso na omo be presidency omo bo ne ma sese ne ma kiremu a na say ne ma bebre na bekoso e Nigeria ni nyina be wi ase na say President Bola Ahmed Tinubu o ma meye president bi o nti say ono kiremu e meya efiri na ye koi the defense minister any the chief of defense staff omo eni won hwe na oni omo free ho na fo be from ra na hwe so say akwantuo bebre ene no nam UK na President Donald Trump e born echi so omra back no ko hwe na e koso omo nyina onhwe na otwitwa akwantuo bebre so na kosi the middle of 2026 there na watimi e de si eye cool a ebetimi asi Nigeria no watimi de asi ano ekwan aha Pinaxtv ye de updates dodo na na ye de ebremu ye de mu ebesi wa ha na yada mose.